1 John 4:11. Agape toi. E hutos ha theos. Agapeson. Hemas. Kai. Hemes. Aphelamen. Allelus. Agapan. Translation begins with the vocative agapetoi, beloved. Reminds us how John addresses his congregation in love. If, thus, God loved us, and this form agapeson here is from the verb agapao. And what we see a lengthened initial vowel, we see a sigma. We know this is going to be an aorist. It is indeed an aorist, active indicative, third person singular. And then we have this kai, which can mean and or also, and here it means also. Also we, aphelamen, that's from the verb aphelo, which means to owe or ought. We ought, and then this is a verb that just needs what's called a complementary infinitive, right? It needs a complementary infinitive to complete that idea. We ought what? We ought, and normally we expect an infinitive to end in ain or I, but here, because it's a contract verb, the vowels get a little wonky here at the end. This is our complementary infinitive. We ought to love. We ought to love. And then we have this reciprocal pronoun as the direct object of the infinitive. We ought to love one another. We could get interested in the morphology there and say, what's really going on with the infinitive? Well, the lexical form is agapao, right? So we have that, and then our connecting vowel for the infinitive is an epsilon. Our normal infinitive is in. So normally these combine to be ain, but because this is a contract verb, these combine to be alpha, right? And then these combine to be alpha, and so we end up with on.